Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to this technical analysis video by Aggregated Finance. I'm chart guy Zach, and it's my pleasure to take you through what I'm seeing on the crypto charts. As always, the contents of this video do not constitute financial nor investment advice, and any trading you do based on what you see in this video is done entirely at your own risk. Alright guys, I've held off from putting out a video for a few days because I really wanted to see what's going on, and I didn't want to jump one way or the other until I got an actual signal that was going to tell me explicitly which way things are going to go. Now, those of you that saw my last video in the middle to the early part of last week would have seen that I was not going to jump on the bandwagon. I said we're getting bearish patterns. It's looking like we're getting a failure of some sort. Price has moved sort of below the 50 MA, which is the yellow line. I said, but wait. I need to wait until the end of the week, and I need to see what's going on, because many times the market makers will flush price lower, getting all the amateurs to jump on the short side, and then they'll suddenly switch it around, and traders that are on the short side will get caught literally with their trousers down. And that is exactly what we're seeing right here and now, and I've just decided to put this video out now because looking at this, this is the spot chart of Bitcoin. So we topped out at the 200 MA, we've pulled back from it, and remember, as I said in previous videos, we are going to be range bound because we got into this area of resistance here, and the range was, a pretty wide range. We've come all the way down from 48,000 at the peak to the low, which was a few hours ago at 38,696. Now, I'm going to get straight to the point. Here is a long play on Bitcoin. We'll look at Ethereum in a moment, but what's going on here? We've moved below the 50 MA. The 50 MA is still pointing upwards. Excuse me. We've gone sideways in a bearish manner. Earlier today, the market makers took it lower for all the shorts to jump on board and say, "Oh, hey guys, we're going lower. Let's pile on the shorts." And what did they do? Let me show you the intraday chart. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. So this is bear with me. Let's catch up here. Right, so they took price lower, and then all of a sudden they turned it around and took it higher. Now look at what we've got on the daily chart. Right, this is what I call the flush and blast off play. They're going to take price low, which they did, and they suddenly turn it around and bring it higher. This is a very, very bullish setup, and I think we go higher from here. We have a chance possibly to test these highs. I'm not sure how quickly we get up there, but this is definitely a long play, and Bitcoin should be going higher from here. Before I move to Ethereum, let's look at the weekly chart. Now, again, this is bearish on the weekly chart, make no doubt about it. However, based on what I've seen on the daily chart, I think we do have a chance of getting back above. Again, remember, taking a trade, long or short, is never easy. The market makers are not there to make your life easier. They're there to line their pockets, and they do that by forcing price higher and lower to shake out all the weak hands. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not using charts to help you navigate the markets, you are going to get caught on the wrong side of the trade, and you will lose money. So you have to be very careful. Again, this time last week it was looking so bearish, and I said, I'm not going to jump on the short bandwagon. It remains to be seen. I've got to wait until the end of the week. I know how the market makers do things. Now we've got the long signal. We can see we're going to have a failure of that short bearish pattern. And looking at the weekly chart, we have a chance now to move above the 20 MA, which although is going lower, again, the daily chart is looking quite powerful. And we do have a chance to get back up towards these highs here at around 45, 46, possibly even 47,000 over the coming weeks. Let's take a look now at Ethereum. So with Ethereum, we're starting off now by looking at the weekly chart. 20 MA is moving lower, and the 50 MA has started to turn lower. Again, those that were suddenly getting scared, saying, "Oh, look, we've moved below the moving averages." You've got to wait, see what's going on. Let's take a look at the short-term time frame, the daily chart. We have exactly the same pattern here. They forced price. I mean, this is a bearish pattern. Look, we've come off the 200 MA. We've gone sideways at an angle in a bearish manner. We've gone down again. We've gone sideways in a bearish manner. Earlier today, they took price lower, and then suddenly, as all the amateurs were jumping on board the short side, whipped price higher, and now I think we have a good chance of making our way higher towards the 200 MA over the coming weeks. Interestingly, here on Ethereum, we never closed below on the daily chart below this rising 50 MA, which is very, very, very telling, and that's quite a bullish sign in my opinion. Now, interestingly here, again looking at the daily of Ethereum, the 50 MA on the daily chart is still pointing upwards, which tells us we are still in a medium-term uptrend on the daily chart. So even though we had a bearish pattern here and we moved below, firstly we did not close below the 50 MA, we did not close below on the daily chart below this yellow moving line. It's still pointing upwards, and we've now closed above, and that's quite a powerful signal to tell us, we're still in an uptrend. Let's take a quick look. Let's jump back to a Bitcoin. And again, this is where the market makers will catch you out if you don't know what you're doing. All the amateurs would have said, oh, look, we're below the 50 MA. And if you've been watching my videos, I've been very conscious to point out, the 50 MA is the line in the sand. But again, I was careful not to jump on the short side. I said, let's wait a bit. And that's why I held off from putting out some analysis videos for the last few days. Some of you might be wondering, when's the next video coming out? Why aren't I telling you what's going on? Again, I need confirmation before I'm going to jump on the short side. And after all is said and done, even though we came down and we're moving sideways in what would ordinarily be a bearish pattern, the 50 MA is still pointing upwards. You can never take one thing in isolation. You can never say, right, we're below the 50 MA, therefore let's jump on the short side. You've got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. You can't take one thing in isolation. You've got to put it all together. You've got to put the weekly time frame and the daily time frame together. You've got to look at what the moving averages are doing. Are they still pointing upwards? Are they starting to turn downwards? And with technical analysis, you can really have you can see what's going on under the hood in the mechanics of these crypto markets, especially when you've got market makers that are trying to whip off, or rather throw off the train, the weak hands. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope to do another video for you guys later in the week, but I hope you managed to learn something from this video, and I look forward to catching up with you guys again really soon.